What's up? Welcome to Chapman News Pop Culture Panel. I'm Trent Schlom, and we got a very special show for you today, going a little bit on the lighter side of the news world. Now, National Cat Day was on Tuesday, and who doesn't love cats? Maybe maybe some owners of these Dell computers, because Dell released a statement this week about a problem that forum users have been commenting about for what seems like months. Now, apparently, a model of the Latitude laptop emits a strong odor of cat urine from the keyboard. People got high on this stuff. I saw it on South Park. I'm not kidding around. Now, I can only imagine being in class, you open up your laptop and just having this awful smell surround you. Look at this. Our web guy knows a lot about that. But if it happens to me, I want a refund. Is this part of lifetime powertrain warranty? It better be. Hey, let's take a look at this. All right, now we got a graphic for you. This commenter said this: I want you all to know that I killed our 1-year-old cat thinking it was pissing on my computer each night, and now come across the forum telling me otherwise. Not only do I want a new computer, I want a new cat, vet fees, a letter of apology, and if I can get some kind of payment for my divorce lawyer, says my wife has now left me after finding this out, that would be really helpful. Are you kidding me? Is this real? Yeah, honestly, I don't know what you expected. You bought a Dell, you deserve a urine-soaked computer. Why does everyone hate Dell? Writers, come on, are you kidding me? There's nothing wrong with Dell. Why hating Dell? Anyways, show of hands, who got hammered last night? Last night being Halloween, I see, wait, a lot of hands. Stupid college kids. In case you don't like dressing like a slut, ladies, yesterday was Halloween. Halloween used to be so wholesome. We'd wear funny clothes, run aimlessly around the neighborhood, and ask strangers for candy. Life just getting too easy for sex offenders, if you ask me. And now kids go door to door to get candy. So prostitutes, they go bar to bar to get hammered. And we sent Alec Bachner, of all people, to find out why.
And it's Halloween week here at Chapman University, and we know these Panthers have some Halloween pride. So we're going to go around and ask people what they're going to be for Halloween, maybe what plans they might have, and what is the best Halloween costume they have ever seen. I'm excited. You should be too. So let's go. Do you like Halloween? How do you feel about the holiday?
Oh, it's the biggest holiday there is.
Dressing up, eating candy, it's fun. It's a good time.
It brings a sense of life to the air and death, which is great.
So I'm with Ron here. And Ron, what are your plans for Halloween this year?
Well, I'm going to dress up and have some fun. That's what Halloween is all about to me.
What would you like to be doing?
Me? I don't know, get drunk?
It's a good excuse to eat candy, girls. So, eat that chocolate.
Are you saying guys don't like candy?
I'll probably just wear my Minnie Mouse ears.
You realize you have less than 24 hours to figure that out, right?
Yeah, but I already have some ears, so it's okay.
What are you planning on being for Halloween?
Possibly an alcoholic. It's a really easy costume, and it really captures this theme of college.
No, I never said what you are. I'm saying what you're going to be.
Oh!
I'm not dressing up, but I work with horses, and I got my horse a unicorn horn.
Do you believe in unicorns?
Of course I do.
My brother was a guy in Tower of Terror for Halloween. He built a cardboard elevator that was at floor 13, and he was the dude in the elevator for Tower of Terror. It was pretty great.
Now, you didn't ride that ride, though, did you? I didn't think so.
My friend posted a picture of a sexy pizza costume the other day.
And besides the toppings, what makes pizza sexy?
I'm a big fan for the good old, throw on a sheet, cut out some holes in it. I think that's always really inventive because it's always a surprise, right? They always come up behind you and they go boo, and you're like, I don't know who you are. That's always just a real treat.
I'm with Kathy the Panther, and Kathy, tell me, what are your plans for Halloween this year? Yeah, so she's really excited, and guys, I'm ecstatic for Halloween. So is the rest of Chapman University, and I know you guys have big plans for Halloween this year. What are you going to be for Halloween, and maybe what are you going to do? And guys, it's never too early to start thinking about your costumes for next year.
Well, that wasn't very funny. If there's anything that we learned from this, girls, eat that chocolate. White chocolate. We'll be right back. What is happening? Welcome back. I'm Trent Schlom, as I said before. Now we got a bunch of panelists with us right now. First, let's meet Madison Wade. She works at Nordstrom's. She dates this guy named Peter and likes sports. As for Alex Biston, she works at ABC. Her Facebook page says Kent Paisley is her brother, and they both like trains. Thanks for all that great research, Nicole. Really appreciate that. Oh, and Adam Herberts is an ass.
That is true.
That's very generous of you, Trent, as we get to the Thanksgiving season. Appreciate it.
Don't jump ahead because we got to recap last night. Last night being Halloween, let's get into maybe the most important part, those celebrity costumes. Now, Julianne Hough is taking a lot of heat for going blackface, as orange is the new black, her character, Crazy Eyes. That, you know, I typically say this about Julianne Hough, it doesn't matter what she wears, as long as she looks hot, which she always does.
No.
Almost always does. I'm okay with it. That's not a good look for anybody, Madison.
No, I mean, seriously, it's kind of a take on Miley Cyrus almost with the hair. Just a different kind of ethnicity, I guess. But, I mean, she apologized, so I feel like, you know, she kind of made her mark and with dignity and said, I'm sorry. So I think it's okay.
Come on, Alex. There's nothing dignified about that.
Honestly, like, I do not understand why everyone is so in arms about this. Like, yes, it's bad, it's racist. I understand.
It's kind of a big deal.
But it's a big deal.
We're supposed to care about these things.
It's a big deal, but can we just go back to white chicks? Like, no one got mad about that, and I know it's kind of a double standard, but I just don't understand it. But then also,
why didn't you dress up as that?
I'm talking.
That's okay.
On another hand,
you can keep squeezing.
Why did she think this was okay? Like, obviously people were gonna get mad about it, right?
If you ask me, I feel like Halloween is like the one time where you get that excuse to make sure you are looking gorgeous. To me, this looks more like a missed opportunity more than anything else. That's what the apology should be.
That's not the story, though. I mean, as much as I hate to disagree, as much as I hate to agree with everyone else here, I don't want to be like, you know, the panelists of 4 white 20-year-old college students being like, this isn't that racist. I mean, I think she did apologize. I think she was genuine with her apology. And unlike most people who do have to take to Twitter and make that apology, I think she was genuine about it. But I don't see the big deal in the sense that I think you should be able to dress up as Trayvon Martin if you want to. Your First Amendment protects that right. So whether you're a celebrity or not, sure, it's not the best message you should send. I'm glad she didn't do that. But come on.
I will say this much.
I can see a lot of our panelists don't necessarily agree with me on that. Some of our crew members don't even agree with me on that.
I'll say this much. That's a world-class photo bomb. If we can get a closer look right there, this guy popping out in the background, yeah, he's world famous now. Yeah, that to me.
He's almost caught in the little popcorn. Is that what that's called?
Do we have a name for this?
Curious.
Little buns.
Hold on,
Little
one second.
buns.
How did she do this?
There's a joke there.
What is it? Paint?
There's a lot of spray tan.
It has to be.
Spray tan.
It's got to be a commitment. I mean,
How
that's
did
like
she
that.
take
I mean,
that
I wouldn't know
off?
anything about that.
I'm just curious. I don't know. Is anyone else curious about that?
I mean, at least she's like showing like no skin, nothing. I mean, literally, Miley Cyrus came out with her photo last night of her as a geisha, and literally.
Is that racist?
No, well, I guess, but she had purple hair and everything.
No one's
so
heard
it's
of
totally
Yellowface.
different, but-
She was a little Kim.
Yeah, and she literally had one nipple showing, pretty much.
Wow.
Yeah.
And that's okay.
Yeah.
I guess we would show you a picture of that, but I don't know if we're able to.
One is better than 2 or worse than 2?
Let's move on. Britney Spears is now back in news because her music is being used, get this, to drive away Somali pirates. Apparently, these Somali pirates, they hate Western culture, they hate our music, which all of a sudden makes Britney Spears the perfect candidate to try to scare them off using songs Oops, I Did It Again, Hit Me Baby One More Time. That is what our Navy decided to use. Now, I say, as for her music videos...
Can you sing some of these songs for us?
Well, if we start playing the music videos, we're going to have to take a station break because this table might start to rise. But seriously, after seeing Captain Phillips, I am scared to death of these Somali pirates. I like the Navy's idea, though. Adam, I can see you got an opinion on this.
As much as I'd love to look at you, I'm stuck on this still of Britney. Maybe they should, instead of playing the music videos, they should put that up on a big screen. Or if you go back a few stills, she actually looked like a pirate as she was shaving off the head. I didn't realize there were pictures of her in the process.
There are so many good pictures of Britney. Why are these the ones we had to pick?
This is not the Britney Spears that I was attracted to when I was going through puberty.
I'm just literally imagining the Navy like playing all of these songs, and then all of a sudden they get to Miley Cyrus, We Can't Stop, We Won't Stop, and they're like, maybe we should do this one. And then the Somali pirates probably gain confidence.
Why
in
don't
that.
they play Friday?
I really wish Tom Hanks knew about this in the movie.
Yes.
He could have used it. It could have helped him.
Yeah.
I
don't
think
know.
secretly the Navy kind of likes listening to Britney Spears, and that's why they're putting it on. Has that been ruled out as a possibility?
I don't know.
You know, I just don't get how this actually drives away the pirates. I mean, you feel like pirates will do whatever it takes to steal and kill, yet this works? Britney Spears really, I don't know, baffles me. I don't get it.
And you know what these guys do. They make music videos in their off time. I'm sure we might be seeing one of those soon.
Interesting. Interesting to say the least. Sorry. Unfortunately, we now have some breaking news. I'm getting word of this, that this morning at Los Angeles International Airport, a shooting came about at the TSA about 9:30 this morning at a checkpoint of the Tom Bradley terminal. A man started shooting a rifle, injuring at least 3 people, including a TSA agent. One of the suspects was shot at the scene and taken into custody. A second suspect was arrested later. The Federal Aviation Administration has shut down LAX as police officials continue to search the airport and the terminal. Witnesses say that after hearing 2 loud gunshots, everyone started to run and duck for cover. As of recent updates, that the TSA employee has died along with the suspect that was shot as a result of this morning's incident. This is the first shooting to occur at LAX in over 10 years. A total of 10 shots were fired, and police have reopened the terminals 1 and 2. We'll take a break and have more after this.
Turning a 20-foot wall into a canvas takes vision. So will getting into college. I've got what it takes. So do you.
I just moved in with his family, and it's embarrassing. The little one, he likes to go outside and crawl around in the giant litter box. I don't know what he's doing. Oh, poop already. You're making me nervous.
Know what?
What?
Since I got adopted, I've learned a lot about these humans.
I know. I mean, check out these two. It's Flirt City over here.
Yeah, I noticed that. It looks like my human is definitely into your human.
Oh, look! I think she's getting his number.
Nice.
Your human's got some sweet moves.
Takes after his dog. Oh, look, they're doing that thing where they put their arms around each other.
She kicked up a leg. It's like in the movies.
That's awesome. Looks like we're going to be hanging out a little bit more.
Up to 40% of businesses never recover after experiencing a major disaster. Make a plan at ready.gov/business.
We screwed up. I screwed up. We said that somebody had died at TSA. What we know this far, that 3 people have been taken to the hospital. No confirmed fatalities. It's a fluid situation. A lot of news outlets reporting different things, but I can tell you, I messed up. No one is dead, and we apologize in case. We apologize greatly for the misunderstanding. Moving to the Jonas Brothers.
What a segue.
what a segue indeed. The Jonas Brothers have officially called it quits after a few rocky weeks in the tabloids. The trio was on Good Morning America, where they earlier this week, where they said pretty much absolutely nothing about their split. Nick did say they are working first and foremost to be brothers first. So, AKA, screw this, we got our money, and now we're spending time with very pretty girls. Why should we waste our time while the teenagers or younger chase after us? I feel like they should stay away from pretty much everybody in Adam Herberts' age range. But regardless, did anybody see this coming?
Well, now I could finally take off my chastity ring.
So you have that going for you.
Yeah, I mean, I used to pull the, look at me, I have a chastity ring. Maybe that'll get me chicks. Didn't work.
They actually don't wear those anymore, so...
Clearly, I'm behind the times then. If I was more like the Jonas Brothers, maybe it would work.
Was there an announcement made about when that happened? Because, I mean...
There was no announcement. We just didn't
just
see them
all
on
of a
their
sudden,
fingers anymore.
the chastity ring went away.
Yeah.
Surprise, surprise.
Yeah, and then Kevin got married, and then it was all obvious.
I will say this. I feel like they were just setting themselves up for failure with the chastity ring.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Honestly.
Naz, are you upset?
I didn't get the memo, apparently.
No, I mean, I literally feel like this already happened. I mean, they haven't been like producing shows or any music forever, so it's not really a shock to me. It's almost kind of maybe a publicity stunt, maybe. I have no clue.
Yeah, this is no news to me. I knew it was coming, saw it, and you know, publicity stunt. They're going to be back together in a week. I know it.
Well, what can they do? They're brothers, so you can't totally break
Well,
up.
you
They're just
know,
stopping to make music.
one of them's gonna have some solo career like Gwen Stefani did after No Doubt. You know, some terrible song like Holla Back Girl is gonna come out with Nick Jonas or whoever it is that's gonna start a solo career.
Well,
and then we'll all go back to watching One Direction. We'll all go back to watching One Direction, and then they'll get back together.
And like Madison said, how awkward is Thanksgiving going to be?
Yeah.
What are they going to talk about?
Seriously.
I mean,
Maybe their lives, maybe stuff other than music. These guys are, just because they're celebrities doesn't mean they're one-dimensional. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I just don't
but
understand.
also, wait, one more thing. What else are they going to do with the rest of their lives? So they're not making music.
What do they have to worry about?
I guess so, but I don't know.
They got it all taken care of. I think that they cashed in when they had a chance. All right. Speaking of interesting individuals, the city of Orange, they got some pretty interesting folks themselves. Now, Zach Coomer went to the streets to just see how weird some residents really are.
Miley Cyrus is back in the news yet again. This time for a quote. Unleashing her biggest fear, quote, "I would rather dance naked than cry in front of people." I'm Zach Coomer, and we hit the streets of Orange to find out just what people's biggest fears really are.
Russian women are scary. They scare me.
Young, old, doesn't matter, just all Russian women.
No, they're just, all of them. They're just so hot and like untrustworthy. I'm afraid they're gonna trick me into doing something and get me in trouble.
They'll tear your heart out, man.
Yeah, or worse.
Come on.
My biggest fear?
Yeah.
Being recorded.
One of my major fears is pirates. Pirates make me nervous. You know how some people are afraid of clowns? I don't like people that are dressed up like pirates. That scares me.
How do you get through Halloween?
I don't go out on Halloween night. We live in an upstairs apartment in the back, and we just turn out all the lights and stay inside.
That guy was dressing up as Trent for Halloween.
Yeah, I like that.
Obviously.
I gotta say, Halloween scares me because I don't trust anybody in a costume. That's just my personal sense. You know who scares me more?
Well, wait. Was Zach Coomer dressing up as a Jonas brother?
He might have been.
Possibly.
Our producer put those stories side by side for a reason.
There's a reason we did that. You know who is in there that scared me more than anybody? Is Miley Cyrus. Now I have a question for you. Old Miley or new Miley? Who do you prefer? Start with Madison.
Neither. I don't know. I mean, she never was a star to me.
I loved Old Miley.
Old Miley is, yes, I agree. Old Miley, honestly, like Hannah Montana days, loved it. I couldn't get enough of it, and I miss it. I really do. I hate the shaved hair with the weird, I hate it. I don't know. I hate it.
I don't like new Miley.
You're a new Miley guy, I can tell. I can see it in your eyes.
I don't like new Miley. And I think the reason that everyone dislikes it so much at the VMAs is because she's not that attractive. If she was attractive, it would be a non-issue.
Little known fact, it's just trying too hard. It just reeks of trying too hard.
Yeah, and I think
That's
the main problem is she's doing so many different things. Like first she's twerking, then she's like in a rap video, and now she's doing like crying and licking like hardware tools, and then it's just a lot of different things at once. It's kind of hard to keep up with.
That being said, I didn't like old Miley either. I wasn't a Disney Channel guy. I was a Nickelodeon guy.
You're a Nickelodeon kid, because that was a split. I mean, there was the Disney Channel kids and the Nickelodeon
I watched
kids.
Blue's Clues. I had my own, what was it, the handy dandy notebook. I draw it along with Steve. That was what I did for fun. I did not hang out with Miley Cyrus on my television.
I can honestly say
Hannah Montana.
I started watching SportsCenter at 5 years old.
Oh. Explains a lot.
The selfie epidemic is sweeping the nation, but the latest trend that is taken over has been, this is awful. This is just silly. Funeral selfies, where people are going to funerals and they are literally snapping a photo of themselves with the deceased in the background. Now look, there's definitely a time and a place for selfies. There's.
Oh.
We're trying to make television.
Sorry.
Get it together. We're trying to make some TV here.
Selfies.
We need some dead bodies in the background.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
I already saw all those on Instagram already. It's amazing how fast that works. No, okay,
Funeral
come on.
selfies.
This is a new low.
How do people think that this is okay? I mean,
How do people think that's okay? That's just that pose
wait,
in
that's
general.
not even at a funeral. Is it?
She says it's at a funeral.
Yeah.
She's
This
wearing
was at a funeral
She's wearing
selfie.
a black like.
Am I going to hell?
bra.
Yes.
She knows the answer.
She's going
At
to
least
hell.
she knows.
Yes.
We have another one. If we cycle through, some of these are pretty
know.
great. We have. I mean, because this is something that. Yeah, there's some more that they're just taking selfies.
That looks like it's in a bathroom.
But okay, so
At a funeral
are
home.
you taking a break from
bathroom
the
funeral.
funeral to go snap a selfie? I thought selfies were out anyways.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just
Apparently
don't
they're not.
understand. Yeah, I just don't get, like, is this not a fashion show, you know? Like, do they have time to do this in the funeral? I mean, you should be
I think
mourning.
people are trying
Look at the hold on. Look at the caption is what is great about this one. Killing the selfie game at Pop's funeral with the woman breastfeeding in the background.
Can we get away with this on TV now, or are we gonna get a memo?
I don't know, but I do know that I have never taken a selfie. I've thought about it.
You've never taken a picture with someone and done it yourself?
This to me is the worst one. Look at this right here.
Yeah.
Because where's the telestrator? I'm gonna go John Madden style right there. That's an open casket. That is an open casket back behind
a
there.
real life person.
Seriously?
Well, used to be.
That's rock bottom. Does it get worse than this?
Dead grandma.
That's his deceased grandma.
Did this all start when that one guy, he took a selfie of himself with his teacher in the background having contractions?
Yeah.
Like she was like about to give birth, and I actually thought that was pretty funny.
So it goes from birth to death. I see.
It's okay to make fun of life. It's not as okay to make fun of death. I think it's pretty classic.
It's like Chaz and Wedding Crashers. Ma, the meatloaf. It's the same kind of thing going crashing funerals. I don't know which is worse, but yeah, taking advantage.
And
of
the
people.
guy's not even wearing
Funerals
black;
gotta
he's
be
wearing
worse.
white.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
He obviously doesn't have it together.
That's a disgrace.
I'm just critiquing everyone's
That's a
wardrobe
disgrace.
today.
Now, there is a familiar game that we all remember from childhood. And it's a game that Adam still plays. It's a game that I literally played with Erica Scott and Cammie Warner-Longo. I was afraid about where this was going to go. It's a question that they asked, the million-dollar question, would you rather?
There are a lot of important questions in life. Like most importantly, would you rather?
Today we learned about what Chapman students would or would not rather do. Would you guys rather go to a Chapman party and see your mom twerking on your crush or boyfriend, or walk into the house and unexpectedly see your mom twerking on your dad?
Can't unsee the first one.
Yeah.
Scarred for life.
Yeah. Mom twerking on my dad, absolutely. I don't
You think about that?
I don't know either way, I'm disturbed. Yeah.
Would you rather cry mayonnaise or sneeze hot sauce?
Sneeze hot sauce. Sneeze hot sauce. Cry mayonnaise, because I don't like hot sauce. I heard.
Cry mayonnaise, because the hot sauce, I don't know about that.
Would you rather hook up with the old Miley Cyrus or the new Miley Cyrus, and why?
Hands down, the new Miley Cyrus. I mean, she's way hotter.
I'd probably have to go with the new.
I'd go with the younger Miley Cyrus, if anything. Definitely go for the new Miley Cyrus.
Well, maybe some questions are better left unanswered.
But at least we tried. This is Cammie Warner-Longo
And Erica Scott.
Back to you guys.
Freaking Miley. No, seriously, last night on Halloween, I'm driving around doing a hayride for the children in the early evening, and I saw a young boy, probably 10 years old, wearing white underwear and a tank top, carrying a hammer, and this was part of it. He said his costume was Halloween. That's all-time low.
This is sad.
You can't lick hammers. Hammers are not clean. They don't come out of the package. They're not in plastic wrap. You don't get the scissors and cut it out of the... This is on a shelf in a hardware store. People are touching... Like, this is a very tactile experience for people in Home Depot and Lowe's.
A very, very hardware store. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll have all kinds of more goodies for you. Next.
Nice.
Yes, go! Yes!
No!
Come on!
Oops.
Yeah, sure.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Moms everywhere are finding ways to keep kids active and healthy.
Works every time.
Get ideas, get involved, get going at letsmove.gov.
Clean
kitchen surfaces, utensils, and hands with soapy water. 1 in 6 Americans will get sick from food poisoning this year. Keep your family safer. Check your steps at foodsafety.gov.
All right, welcome back. Now, after pleading not guilty to yet another assault charge, Chris Brown is going to anger management for rehab to get some insight into his behavior. My message for Chris Brown, this isn't Grand Theft Auto. There are real consequences here. Does this change your view of Chris Brown at all? Look, at some point, we just got to accept this guy's a thug.
Yeah, this honestly doesn't change my view on him. I've always kind of been a Chris Brown fan, even though he beats women. I understand, but he does have catchy music.
That's cool. I mean, if it was me.
He has catchy music. I don't know what else to say. I mean, it's true. I mean, it's not right, but I like listening to his songs in the car. What am I supposed to do? I mean,
Would you buy his CD? Would you give money to his career?
No, I would download it illegally online.
Nice.
Fair, well, that's the way
Don't
it's
catch
sticking
me,
on both
please.
ends.
Don't
Yeah,
catch me.
yeah,
Government.
you may want to lay low for a while.
Yeah.
So what do you think, Madison?
I literally think like I gave up on the whole Chris Brown situation after Rihanna got back together with him. I don't know. It's just sad, you know.
Okay.
I mean, like she totally went back to the person that treated her like a doormat.
I think she liked it.
See, that was my perspective.
I mean, she did
thought
have a song, S&M.
Rihanna kind of created a lot of this and instigated him to create some attention for herself. Now I think we're starting to see, okay, maybe Rihanna's not so bad. After all, Chris Brown really is just a bad dude.
Yeah. It's all about publicity.
That's what it's all about. It's that is pretty incredible. Now I will say this: more publicity, maybe some bad, some good. I don't know. 2 of the world's most beautiful people no longer going to be sharing their lives together. Oh, what a shame. Orlando Bloom, who could have seen this one coming? Orlando Bloom and Miranda Kerr are getting divorced after rumors of Miranda being flirty and sending dirty texts to Justin Bieber. Little known fact, I think I would throw it all away just to be Justin Bieber for like one weekend. I think that guy has a lot of fun. Bieber or Manziel, either one of them.
That is
I'm okay.
so sad.
I think you'd prefer the athleticism.
Sad.
I would prefer the athleticism, but I could see a little twinkle in both your eyes. You're a little bit happy Orlando Bloom's back in the market.
A little bit.
Who's both? Does that include me?
All 3 of you, actually.
Well, I have a.
I'm excited about Miranda Kerr.
I have a message from one of our viewers on Facebook, and this is from Daniel Roberts.
Social media tie-in.
Oh yeah. I mean, this is my cell phone. If you guys want to give me a call, if you have my number, by all means, I'll answer it on the
It'll
air.
be the first one ever.
He says, "Quote: We all thought he was gay, so what's the big news?"
Interesting.
Oh man.
I don't know that anybody thought that actually, but
Apparently, Daniel Roberts in
that's-
Fullerton thought that.
Hey, Daniel Roberts and Fullerton, thanks for watching. Hey, at least we know we have one viewer.
Yeah.
But
So that's the good news.
Surprise there.
really, J. Biebs, come on, Miranda. She's got to live more than that. It's like, what are you doing? That's crazy.
I got a call for 1 second, and they hung up. They were calling my bluff.
There is one. Miranda Kerr is a gal that's got a lot going for her. Very, very pretty girl. Has done a lot of good things. For the most part, has stayed on the positive side of the spotlight. I feel like as soon as you get attached to Justin Bieber, goes out the window. It's done.
Yeah, well, nothing with Justin Bieber has been successful. Selena
Wouldn't
Gomez.
Justin Bieber be such a great father to that child, though? Or maybe
Oh,
the dog?
obviously.
One of both?
Oh man.
Justin Bieber and great father, I don't think will ever be said together. Now, here's another story. Kanye West told Ryan Seacrest that Kim Kardashian should be on the cover of Vogue over Michelle Obama. Kanye says, quote, "No one is looking at what Obama is wearing. Everyone is looking at my girl." So Kanye said, thoughts, who should be on the cover of Vogue? Kim Kardashian or Michelle Obama?
I mean, I kind of agree with Kanye. Honestly, like, Kim sells. It's sad, but she sells. Why would anyone want... I mean, I understand why people would want Michelle Obama, but for Vogue, I mean, I don't know. I'm thinking Kim because she just sells.
I mean, what is the title going to say on the magazine? Like, I named my kid Northwest? I mean, how much more, like, embarrassing can she get? It doesn't make sense.
A whole bunch of disaster going on there. I just, as you got Cosmo, and I think Kim may be perfect for Cosmo, but the Michelle Obamas, they can be on Vogue. It's a lot of positivity for women, and maybe Time Life magazine.
And Melissa McCarthy just got totally bashed for wearing like a coat that she chose. I mean, she was wearing a black dress. They all had her dressed up and whatnot. And she walked by, apparently, she said this, she walked by clothes and picked out this cashmere coat and was like, I'm going to wear it, And a bunch of people are really mad about it, angry, saying that like
Michelle looks mad.
Like it's sad
That's
that
these
women who are so smart and are doing so well in Hollywood get trashed for wearing something that they want to wear and who they want to be. It's just sad.
We do have an update on the breaking news story we brought to you earlier in this show. We do have the latest. 6 now are in the hospital. The FBI is the lead agency in LAX. Flights out of LAX are being redirected to Ontario and Orange County Airport, John Wayne Airport right here in Santa Ana. Coming up next, we have the guy that spells his name maybe in the most impossible way ever. Yeah, David Alexander, known as DJ Say My Name. He claims to be a professional bacon eater on Facebook amongst his professional DJ title, playing his own shows throughout Southern California. We have him next. So we'll be right back here on Chapman News.
Yes, go! Yes! No! Come on! Oops. Yeah, sure. Let's go. Let's go.
Moms everywhere are finding ways to keep kids active and healthy.
Works every time.
Get ideas, get involved, get going at letsmove.gov.
Clean kitchen surfaces, utensils, and hands with soapy water. 1 in 6 Americans will get sick from food poisoning this year. Keep your family safer. Check your steps at foodsafety.gov.
Welcome back. We have DJ Say My Name with us right now, and I got it first and foremost. Where did DJ Say My Name come from? Where'd you get that name?
Say My Name?
I don't think that's on your birth certificate, is it?
It's not. Might as well be because it is me now. But I mean, Say My Name, it was an idea I had one night in the shower. Literally, I was just like had this whole epiphany of where my music or direction should go, like in my career. So
it's like the Holiday Inn commercial. All the the greatest thoughts.
Yeah,
come to you while you're in the shower.
literally, it was just like, oh, say my name. That's perfect. Boom. Then next day I made a Facebook, SoundCloud, and then just. Yeah.
I love it. And when did you start DJing? Like when did this become you?
I started DJing when I was in 5th grade, and at the time it was obviously just a hobby. I wasn't doing it professionally. But then around like end of high school, I just really wanted to pursue it as something, as a career, full time. I mean, right now it's still kind of part time with school, obviously, but I'm going in that direction.
Something big that we've been talking about on this show, it seems to be a recurring theme through all across the entertainment world, Miley Cyrus. What's your take on Miley?
Miley? All right, I love the new Miley Cyrus.
All right.
First off, I mean, she has the edge. She's hot. Well, she's hotter. The newer Miley Cyrus is hotter than the older, and
certainly edgier.
Yeah, she's making smart moves with her career in terms of like creating a new image. So
if somebody came to you and said, "Hey, build me Miley, like an image like Miley," you'd be okay doing that?
For myself?
For yourself, if somebody asked you to come help along with that, you're all right with the direction Miley's going in.
Right.
Very cool. Now, yesterday being Halloween, you okay with her Halloween costume? Because did you hear about this?
I heard about
One
it.
One of the panelists told me a nipple was showing. That's all I know. I missed out.
She's just being Miley.
Just being Miley. What were you for Halloween?
I was actually MC Sweet and Low.
MC Sweet and Low.
The hottest.
You gotta fill me in. I'm sorry.
The hottest MC out of South Dakota in the 90s.
South Dakota.
You never heard of MC Sweet and Low?
I missed out.
Neon. I was just wearing all neon pretty much. And
a massive oversight on my end. Okay, so we have 3 images that I think we're gonna try to get up for you. Do we have those 3 images? Yeah, look at those. Okay, so look at these. Take a look at the monitor right here. Which do you think is the best? Okay, so there's this guy with something.
Oh, wow.
That costume is a man that it appears to be a T-shirt. And what's the next one? Do we have another one? I'm leaning over. And that is a bag with a bunch of M&M faces on it. Okay, so what's the favorite of the three? You got one?
My favorite is 50 Shades.
50 Shades.
50 Shades of Grey.
That's strong.
that was clever. That's pretty original.
All right, man. Well, hey, you got any shows coming up that we're excited about?
I have a few shows I can't disclose.
Okay.
They're local, in the works, but however, I do have a lot of new music coming out on my SoundCloud the next few weeks. So.
Cool. We'll look up DJ Say My Name on Facebook. Man, it is everywhere, and I'm excited to hear some of your mixing.
All right.
Forward to it, man.
SoundCloud.com/Say My Name Official. That's where you can find it.
Love it, dude. I appreciate it. Special thanks to our panelists, Alex, Adam, and Madison on the program. They were great. There was a couple things that I learned from this show. Two things. One, entertainment is nuts. And two, time for Mr. Trent here to stick to sports. Thanks for watching. Look forward to seeing you guys soon.
Congratulations, Power Rangers. Victory is yours. You have